Wake up! They're watching you. Every second, every move, every silence. You don't get to hide. Not from them. You don't get to collapse in your private misery and pretend no one is looking, because your children are. They see you when you lose your temper. They hear you when you curse under your breath. They watch how you talk to their mother or ignore her. They watch how you treat strangers, how you react when things go wrong. They study you like their life depends on it, because it does. And here's the truth. Your children are learning how to live by watching how you live. You're the first model of a human being they'll ever see. You are the pattern, the blueprint. And they don't just pick up what you want them to see, they pick up what's actually there. The anxiety you try to hide, they feel it. The lies you think they're too young to understand, they feel the shift. The way you look at yourself in the mirror, they see it in your eyes. You don't raise a child with rules alone. You raise them with who you are. Your home is not a lecture hall. It's a mirror. And they are reflecting you back to the world, one habit at a time. You want them to speak the truth? Then stop telling convenient lies. You want them to be strong? Then stand up straight when you want to crumble. You want them to be kind? Then stop snapping at the world like it owes you something. You think you can tell your kid work hard, be disciplined while you sleep in, skip responsibilities and blame everyone else for your problems? That doesn't work. Kids aren't stupid. They can smell hypocrisy like blood in the water. And the more you say one thing and do another, the less they listen to either. Now, this isn't about perfection. You're going to mess up. You're going to lose your temper. You're going to fall short. But when you fail, you own it. You don't sweep it under the rug. You don't justify it. You sit your child down and you say, I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. And when they see you take responsibility, they learn how to do the same. That's how you lead, not with control, with example. Children are not blank slates. They are open books, absorbing everything. And the story they write with their lives starts with the ink you give them. Do you want to pass down your trauma or your transformation? Because one of those is going through them, whether you like it or not. You see, most people don't realize this. When a child is small, you are their world, not part of it, all of it. They don't know the difference between themselves and you. If you're constantly stressed, critical, impatient, what do you think they'll become? They'll mirror it. They'll think this is what adulthood is. This is what love sounds like. This is how people treat each other. You want to scare yourself into being better? Here's the truth. If you don't clean up your life, your child will spend theirs recovering from it. And they'll never know why. That damage won't wear a label. It won't say my dad didn't deal with his anger or my mom never healed her insecurity. It'll just show up in their relationships, in their depression, in the way they hate themselves without knowing where it came from. That's the weight, that's the cost of inaction. You can't afford to ignore your flaws anymore, not when there's someone looking up at you, trying to figure out what it means to be human. And yes, it's hard. Of course it is. Nobody is saying it's easy. You're tired. You're broken in places. You're still trying to fix things your own parents never even talked about. But here's the brutal beauty of being a parent. You have the chance to stop the cycle, to change the story. You get to say it ends with me. You don't have to pass on what you inherited. You get to build something better, even if it's brick by brick, tear by tear, day by day. That because every time you choose to show up when you feel like running away, your child sees what courage looks like. Every time you stay calm when you are angry, speak gently when you are frustrated, push forward when you are afraid, they learn how to be strong and kind. They learn how to suffer without turning bitter. They learn how to be human with honor. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be willing to fight for who you could become for their sake. You have to live like someone's watching because they are. You have to get up every day and ask yourself, what kind of man, what kind of woman do I want my child to become? And then you go become that person.